Tell me when and where you talk on the phone most often. Whom do you usually talk with when you talk on the phone? How often do you talk with them? And for how long do you talk? What topic do you usually talk about? Model answer. I don't talk on the phone much, but when I do, it's usually with my close friends or my sister. I don't get to see them much because everyone I'm close with lives pretty far away. When I do get to talk to them on the phone, I try to do it when I'm at home and on the weekends, since I don't like talking loudly on the phone outside. When I talk to friends, we usually talk about our lives and catch each other up on what's new. When I talk to my sister, I call for advice. And I try to be a good sister too by listening when she needs an ear. On the weekends, I sometimes FaceTime with my sister so I can see my niece and nephew. I get to see them sing and dance like I'm right there with them. So my phone helps me keep in touch with my family and close friends. I guess the pattern of your phone usage has changed. In the past, who did you talk with and what did you usually talk about? Is it the same or has it changed? If it has changed, how is it different?
Model answer. Over the years, my pattern of phone usage has changed drastically. When I was younger, I had to use a landline to make phone calls. I couldn't talk to anyone for too long because the whole family used one phone. Then, when I got my first cell phone, I could only use it for emergencies because making calls was so expensive for me. When the technology got better and cheaper, I was constantly texting my friends. But that still had limitations because there was a word count restriction. My phone usage pattern changed again when I began using a smartphone. I began to spend less time talking on the phone and much more time messaging. There were no more word count restrictions, so I could talk to anyone I needed in real time. I think the changes and developments to phones have made my life a lot more convenient, both personally and professionally.
These days, many people have their own cell phone, and they can talk to people anytime and anywhere. Do you think there are any advantages of chatting on the cell phone? If so, tell me about them in detail.
Model answer. In my opinion, the ability to talk to anyone, anytime, and anywhere has both advantages and disadvantages. Without a doubt, convenience is the cell phone's greatest advantage. Before cell phones, people relied on landlines. Now, we can make calls while on the go. And what makes cell phones even better is that they're not just for making calls anymore. They are mobile devices that can do many things. For example, you can listen to music, watch videos, play games, email, and so much more. On my last vacation to Europe, my cell phone came in handy when I got lost. I used Google Maps to find my way. However, people tend to lack etiquette in public areas. It's now commonplace to find people talking loudly on their cell phones in public areas as if they were in their own home. It's something we all need to work on. If we can just remember to be considerate of others, I don't think there would be any downside to cell phones.